When you play back, button check. Button check.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day here at Checking These Buttons. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. We are back as promised. We got some hot topics. We got some hot clips. There is a lot happening. It is a new week, though. I have high hopes to see that this is going to do better, that the FGC is going to start healing, but we'll see. I know a lot of us are just simply tired and worn out from everything that we saw last week, but I gotta believe that we're pushing through, man, and we're becoming better for it. But there's a lot to get through, so we're just about to get it all. Let's go.
Reasons. It's great, but like, is it really that feasible to continue to work and these parents continue to keep doing it after a while? Like, or are they going to be like, I'm sorry, I can't keep doing it because now the parents are taking off work and all that.
If they can't do 5 events, if they can't do 4, then now they just do 1 because they can't afford it. Sorry. I mean, that's even dudes without kids that are just going on their own accord. If they can't afford it, they don't go. You know what I mean? I don't think that talking about how much it's going to cost and it being feasible is what we're getting at here, saying it's unfair for a kid to not be able to go anymore.
I do apologize sincerely. I don't like to be somebody who spreads rumors around and stuff, but and I'd prefer, like, you know, especially during times like this, serious shit going on in the Smash community, and these allegations against you were serious. So, and I did take them up for jokes too at the same time, but like, I did actually think that he did jerk off in the back of one of my friend's cars at one point, and I thought that was like really disgusting. So, but I apologize since that's not true, and I'm sorry that you had to post that video that what's it called, detailed all of that stuff about, you know, how you can't feel pleasure down there. So sorry about that. Not sorry to the fans. I hate all of you.
All right, and now into the first set of buttons that need to be checked. Ladies and gents, this one is a very important topic to discuss. As of recent, you know, there's been a lot of outings. There's been a lot of people being exposed. There's been a lot of stories to break. There's been a lot of people unexpected, big names, huge names, both in the Smash community, all throughout the FGC, a lot. But on that flip side, a lot of people have been talking. I don't think it's been voiced too strong with all these stories coming out, but now I feel like it's actually getting there because a lot of people were fearing what's happening now is like false accusations, because people were kind of saying, as all these stories, I mean, it was so, you couldn't even count all the stories that were coming out, right? A lot of people, you know, telling their truths and whatnot, but other people were saying, well, how do we really know it's true? You know, we kind of covered this on the video yesterday with Mighty Keep saying, you know, we need to do better as far as proving certain allegations. That brings us to where we are now. So you saw in the clips, there was a young man by the name of Lord Spin with his apology video. The reason why I say it like that is because it just felt shitty. A lot of people shit on it. They were like, what kind of apology is this? Because if you're not too familiar, he helped spread lies, like he said in the video about M2K. There was a lot of heat on a lot of big names. So what happened, it seemed like a lot of people weren't really doing research. They weren't really looking for true receipts per se. And then they started just to believe whatever was coming out. That's the way it kind of started looking. And you know, I think in one way it's good because a lot of people don't want to victim shame or just tell people that they're full of shit. Because I think that's a big reason why people don't come out in the first place. A lot of these stories you say, oh, this happened years ago, 8 years, 7 years, 5 years, you know, because they didn't really have the courage to speak. They were afraid of all the backlash. Now it seems like they're getting this courage, which is a wonderful thing. But at the same time, like I said, social media, Twitter, we didn't go to law school. You know, I don't think any of us did. You know what I'm saying? Twitter is not the way for true justice. So when all of us come in, everybody's coming in with this mob mentality. A lot of times, you know, truth can get lost. So anyway, that's what happened. This dude came out. He said, "I'm sorry, my bad," pretty much, because I thought it happened, but he didn't. And he tried to apologize. He said, "But I don't give a shit about the fans," because I guess the fans kind of attacked him and stuff like that. But you could see M2K, man. This dude got wrecked. This dude, you could see it in his video. He just was, he's in a very nervous state. He's lived a hard life, you know what I'm saying? He's gone through so many challenges for him to go through something like this. False persecution just totally wrecked him. So you can see how devastating some shit like is. This is fucking horrible. And then there's other stories too. I won't go into all of them in detail because this is the one that was actually proven. The other ones right now, it looks like it pretty much has been proven. It's in the FGC, but I don't want to really go into that because it's still kind of new. But a lot of people are like going at that person as well, saying, "How dare you blame somebody on such a heavy," I mean, this is like criminal offenses that you're blaming the finger on, and it looks like it's fake. Then you go right here to Dr. Daddy Fam, who posted this saying, "Fake sexual assault claims, number one, use the momentum of actual cases as a shroud of your own unhealthy relationship with attention. 2, ruins the lives of the accused even if they're proven innocent. 3, takes away from ones that need our attention. 0 to no repercussions." Okay. He goes on to say, "I think it's important to note that just because you're against fake sexual assault allegations doesn't mean you support real allegations. The less we hold these pieces of shit accountable, the more likely they'll do it and to file real victims and the approach to justice." And then people ask him, does he know of any that are recently happened? He said he does know some that were about a year ago. 2 were accused, he says, accurately proven their innocence. To Capcom, one person in question ghosted. Literally, there was no penalties for the person that was pointing the finger. How could it be that we could basically ruin lives? Because that's what's up. Even, I've seen it done. Even if you say all these allegations, if that person eventually proves they're innocent, there's so many people that never see it. There's so many people that kind of move on or dip out the community or do this or do that. They don't see everything that's going on. So to them, forever, they look at them like they're guilty or they're some type of criminal, or they just don't care to get all the info. And they got to live with the scars, the death threats or people emailing them or coming at them, calling them these fucking names, and little did they know they're innocent. There has to be something, man. There has to be stiffer penalties or penalties at all for people pointing the finger of false accusations. Then you got it to the point where people are really not paying attention and they're blaming innocent people, like straight up. Like, check it out. Somebody by the name of Cinnamon says, "This is bullshit. I'm not Senpai." Is that how you say her name? There was a young lady by the name of Senpai, if I'm saying that correctly. She was basically grooming a young man. I think she was like, 24? He was like 14, 15, and she was like having a relationship with him on the DL. So, her name was Senpai. As far as I know, she actually used to go by Cinnamon, if I'm reading that correctly. So this young lady by the name of Cinnamon, who has nothing to do with her, doesn't even look like her, was getting hella hate. And she kept having to post, "Please leave me alone. I'm not her. I'm a completely different girl." But she was getting all this hate. So other people started speaking out like, "Are you guys fucking serious? Like, can you not read or look at a picture?" That's when I say it gets ridiculous, man. A lot of people, it seems like they're looking, especially now, things are super sensitive, right? And a lot of people have been proven guilty. So it does seem like that. But we owe it to all parties involved, I believe, to slow down, man. We need to take a beat. We need to take a breath if we're going to do this, because like I said, so I don't know. I really do hurt for the victims, for the people that are doing the garbage and doing a lot of foul shit. They need to get dealt with, and the victims need to get justice. I just feel like we're in the middle of creating something beautiful, and I hope it's sooner than later. And now into the second set of buttons that need to be checked. So there was a player by the name of Book, right? He posted this just the other day saying, "First offline tournament after COVID." So initially, you could see people in there. You see some wearing masks, some not wearing masks, but everybody's definitely there, and it's definitely an offline tournament. And of course, people instantly react like, after COVID, what are you talking about? It's worse than it's ever been. And people start going in on this dude like, are you guys morons? Like, how could you do this? This is completely irresponsible. The numbers speak for themselves. It's fucking ridiculous. Then people put the brakes on and they give us a reality check, because most of these comments were probably from the States, from America, because, you know, we are doing bad with this shit right now, but other countries are not. So they're like, yo, y'all realize this isn't you. Y'all realize this is not America. Over here, this is Thailand. And the numbers and the situation is completely different from what we're dealing with. So check it out. They posted right here saying, do you realize this is Thailand? 58 total deaths, single-digit new cases for a month, and the country never went over 200 daily cases at its peak. They're doing fine. And they kind of post the stats right here, and it looks like, yeah, I mean, that's what's up. It looks like numbers-wise, they are nowhere near off like we are. So then the other side starts reacting, like Big Brit here saying, I like how people in these comments, which are mostly Americans, forget that other countries have managed to contain COVID. It's annoying when they go, what the fuck, this isn't safe, to other countries without knowing their situation, LOL. And that's, I mean, he's right though, real talk. A lot of people say that. A lot of people just come out and they're like, y'all got to realize that everything is not America, that other places actually did handle it a lot better. And that's real talk, man. We here in America, I'm in Dallas. I figure like there's a lot of backward shit going on as far as COVID. We're told one thing, then we're told, well, then we close, then we go back and we go back. Like we're told a lot of shit and it just seems like the numbers keep going up. So I get it. We're in this mentality right now. So when we see something, we're automatically like, yo, what are you guys doing? But we don't realize they're in a completely different part of the world in a different situation. Some people actually say though, well, we feel like even though they're doing this, everybody should wear a mask. But numbers wise, they still should be okay. But if you look, it looks like some people still are wearing a mask. So, I mean, it is what it is. They're in a place where they don't really got cases like that and they are not definitely dealing with it like we are. So, I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's one of those things that they still shouldn't do it even though the numbers show that it is okay? Because I guarantee you, if our numbers were like that, we would be full throttle up in here. And the only reason why I say that is because our numbers are nowhere like that at all. And we're already trying to go full throttle, not like tournaments and stuff like that, but just people in the streets and certain businesses. They be sneaky as shit, like real talk. I've seen them. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching and thank you for checking these buttons. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. I'm enjoying it. Big up right here to the company one more time, GT Racing. If you want to get a chair like this, for the quality, is definitely one of the most affordable chairs out there for the comfort and the quality that they provide. They actually gave it to me to do a review, which I did just yesterday. So if you guys want to see that, it's yesterday's video. So thank you guys for all the love. Today is what? Monday. So since today's Monday, we're going to try to post again Wednesday. Now, if another story comes out like this one, I'll post tomorrow as well. But so far, I'm going to shoot for Wednesday. So thank you guys for all the love. We'll see you soon. Love you forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Then you got it to the point where people are really not paying attention and they're blaming innocent people, like straight up. Like, check it out. Somebody by the name of Cinnamon says, this is bullshit. I'm not Senpai. So basically, they were so pissed off that anybody that even sounded like Senpai was catching the heat. Senpai, Cinnamon, Cinderella, Cinemax, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, all y'all motherfuckers can get it.